once the NBA implemented that 1 year out of high school requirement for the draft.
Here's Jennings following the basket by Andre Miller. Jennings passes to Smith. Here's Singler. Drummond trying to get himself free. Singler, no good. Wizards leading by 5. It's Pierce on the wing, covered by Smith. Smith against Pierce. Clock at 6. Pulls from the top of the key. That one wide left.
Well, his shot's been off today, no question. He's not the guy they're going to want to look to if they want to keep this lead where it is.
No one near Jennings as he lets it fly. Again, Jennings missing. A step-back shot here. Wall with another miss.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
It's Jennings with the drive, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Wall dishes to Pierce. Nene setting the pick for Pierce. Shot off the screen, and Wall gets it to go in on the assist by Pierce. 6 points for Wall.
That shot was made possible by the work of Nene setting the screen.
Smith with a screen on Wall. Now here's Jennings. He feeds it to Meeks. Pulls it from the elbow. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And we're through 2 here and a good one. Wizards lead by 5. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Karan, what do you take away from the first half of play as to what the team needs to do when you guys come out to start the second half?
We got to come out with a lot of energy and just keep everybody involved, mentally on the court. Everybody be prepared to go out there, fulfill their role, and, win the ball game, whatever it takes.
Karan, thanks for the time. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. First of all, a big nod to how well we've taken care of the basketball. We're not taking any unnecessary chances, and that's meant very few turnovers. But we've shot the ball well, I'll give us that. And it's because we've had great shot selection. We've made really good choices with the ball. And no standing around out there. I want to see our shooters open, and that happens because we're moving, looking for the gaps in the defense. We know we can take their best punches and hang with them. Now it's time to hit them with everything we got and see how they handle it.
Wizards leading by 5. Pierce and Nene filling up the forward spots. Money out there with Wall. And it's Gortat in at the 5, down low. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Pierce kicks to Gortat. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
Well, not the best statistic for him. I mean, his performance at the line, of course, very low numbers.
Well, it definitely was a disappointing part of his game this year. Not the numbers he was hoping for from the stripe.
And so he hits both. Pistons trail by 7. Jennings with the ball. Now Pierce defending. Drummond sets the screen for Jennings. Dishes it to Drummond. Feeds to Meeks. Connects. The jumper drops. Meeks got 7 points in the game. Washington with the ball. Outside, Wall. Wall gets a screen from Henderson. And Wall. Here we go now. Nice job coming off that screen. Wall's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Wizards. Here comes Brandon Jennings. He has 5. Monroe sets a screen for Jennings. And the pass to Drummond. Gortat with the defensive effort.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Yeah, not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important. It's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Outside Jennings, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And they're on the 2K leaderboard of the teams that have been tormenting opponents defensively this month. Number 1, the Wizards.
Yeah, they've been on a defensive tear lately, allowing so few points, and I think it's the energy with which they've played.
Wizards leading by 9. Outside, Wall. The feed to Henderson. Back to Wall. All sorts of time. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Well, Greg Monroe, good size and skill at the power forward position. Loves to operate from the high post where he can make plays for others or attack off the dribble.
And Washington has possession after the basket by Detroit. Henderson against Drummond. And he gets it to go. Henderson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Wizards.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks. They've made 3 out of 4 of them. And Monroe is an elusive left-hander. He's great at driving and getting to the basket. Not really an elite athlete, but, well, I tell you, with his size and ball handling ability, he's more than capable.
Shot clock at 6. Jennings, a screen on Henderson. Meeks can't hit. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And here's Wall. 8 points for him. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. And Monroe developing his mid-range jump shot, Steve, to complete his face-up arsenal.
Well, he's made strides. I mean, it's a little concerning to see his free throw percentage falling over the last 2 seasons, but you know that jump shot is key to keeping his driving lanes open.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. DeJuan Blair, he's checked in for Gortat. Humphries comes in for Nene. And it's Webster in for Pierce.
And with a quick chance here, let's take a look now at some of the numbers for John Wall. He's getting around 20 points per game, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. Tell you what, he's been scary good over that run of games, just taking his usual brand of stellar offense and even building on it.
And, Steve, you know that's not easy to do considering the high level he already plays at on an everyday basis. To move the needle another notch higher is special.
And the first one at the line is good. Miller's checked in for the Wizards. Yarebko hits them both. Here is Miller, averaging 6 points per contest. Miller off a pick from Henderson. Miller, the pass to Henderson. To the left side wing. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
The Wizards have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. so he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Butler at the elbow. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Butler's got his second bucket.
See the way he times his passes so well? It's a great assist.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, no doubting Andre Drummond, an emerging star at the center position. As new coach Stan Van Gundy put it, I think we have 2 responsibilities to Andre Drummond that will help our team. Number 1, do everything we possibly can to develop him as a player. And secondly, to put a system and personnel around him that will allow him to thrive. Kevin?
Doris, it sounds like he'll play a pivotal role. Thank you.
Yeah, Van Gundy perhaps envisioning him as Dwight Howard 2.0 in the middle. We'll see if, in fact, Drummond can live up to that.
Now, here is Monroe. Right now averaging 17 points a game.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
Kyle Singler, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And some of these distributors have been very hot from beyond the arc this season. The best three-point shooting point guards in the league. And you look at Augustine. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
And he's just so exceptional from long range that it forces the defense out and really opens up passing and driving lanes for him.
I really like the three-point shot as a very useful weapon for a point guard. I mean, it should be part of his arsenal. And this guy uses it as good or better than anyone else in the league.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Wizards.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
And one other thing I would add is the mid-range game has been really impressive. I mean, they're showing great touch on some of those 15, 17-footers.
And he's good on the second.
Yeah, they seem to be looking for chances inside a little bit more this half.
And I love that mentality. You talked about it earlier, being the aggressor. It's the right way to play with the lead. Keep attacking.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Butler's got 5 points now in the quarter. The Wizards with the lead. Miller kicks to Webster. And another miss by Washington.
Rebounds are split just about down the middle in this game, Clark.
I'd venture to guess whichever team is able to maintain that energy level on the glass will have the upper hand the rest of the way.
Now here is Singler. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Well, they're fortunate. Defense is taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Webster dishes to Henderson. Pass to Humphries. Nice ball movement by Washington. Goes up to the stripe, and that one's good by Henderson. Henderson's got 11. 36 seconds left to play in the third.
You know, with the time left, they can trade 2 for 1 here.
If they hurry.
Jerebko kicks to Augustine. Butler on the wing. The three. Count that one. Butler's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Pistons. Here's Miller.
Probably should hold for 1 shot here. Clock is on their side.
Yeah, no brainer. They can hold it for the last shot.
Henderson with the screen for Miller. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. And the Wizards lead by 3. Here's Augustine. Butler on the way to tie. The shot misses. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's the Wizards. They're up by 3. We'll be back shortly live from the Verizon Center.